Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 6. We are on the server. Last episode, we actually checked out this guy, which is extremely cool, and he is a smeltery from Tinker's Construct. We also have a bunch of other little blocks from here, the Tinker's Anvil, some chests here, and I'm not done with him. I'm not done with him yet, but that doesn't mean we're checking him out this episode. I think maybe next episode or in one of the future ones, we'll check out some of the tools because there's some pretty cool tools you can make, and I can only imagine that they're even cooler in this version because, I mean, the blocks look cooler. So surely, surely it's better. But we're going to have a break so that we don't get tinkered out, right? And there's a few things I want to do. One of which is I want to make biofuel for this guy, for the Infinity Backpack, just to see how it works, because I've currently got liquid meat in him, but it's not keeping me full. I had to do that with a manual meat feeder to replenish my hunger. And yet he has liquid meat in him. So I'm not sure how that part works. I've been messing around with it, but I think biofuel, right? And to get biofuel, we get a bioreactor. So diamond gear, some plastic, some slime balls, which we can do, bricks, sugar, and a machine frame. We can do these things, right? The other thing I want to do is get a material stonework factory. This guy, once again, all things that we can make, I'm pretty sure at least. And this guy can do an insane amount of things, as you can see here. If you feed him obsidian, he can make these plates, he can make compressed blocks, he can make polished andesite, he can make an insane amount of things. He does smelting, so he turns things into stone. He does crafting, so he can compress the stone. He does mining, so he can break it down into like a gravel, so it's like a crushing sort of effect. He does smelting. I think we went through smelting. What does planks do? I don't know what planks does, but he does planks. He does whatever planks does, and I'm sure it'll tell you anyway. But more importantly, he can create glass. If I put cobble in, which we have infinite of, we get and we assign diamond pickaxe. I don't think you have to put diamond picks in. Even if you do, that would be easy. So it turns it into gravel, turns it into sand, then it smelts it, and we get glass. This seems like it's going to be a lot better than this horrific pedestal system we have here. The system worked, but I think it's time to move on. So that's the other thing we're going to do. And then I don't know if we'll squeeze it into this episode or if it'll have to be another one, but the bees are back up and running. And by bees, I mean the centrifuge in particular, which means, and I set this up off camera, just this part here, I put these honeycombs to go in, and they're going in all right. So we get netherite, we get string, and we get diamond ore. That's what I've currently got set up. We also have wither honeycombs, and what else do we put in? The quartz honeycombs, right? So this will get us quartz, and the wither one has a 1% chance to get us a nether star, right? And we get honey while this all happens. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I've been running this guy for a little bit. We already have 213 netherite scrap. That is ridiculous. How much more honeycomb do we have for the ancient bee? We have 9,000. Our netherite problems are gone, which is good because, and I don't know if I'll squeeze it into this episode, but we can upgrade our centrifuge using netherite, and then it gets harder each time you get compressed blocks of gold and stuff. But yeah, we can upgrade this guy to, I guess, be faster. They sort of tell you here, where is it? 3 times faster if you make this one. It multiplies the outcome. You can have more stacks in there and more tank, but it consumes more RF. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We might not get to that, but that is my plan, just to let you guys know what the deal is. Now, the textures for these, they're not the most creative, but hey, they do a good job, right? So, step 1 is probably going to be, maybe the material stonework factory. I feel like that should be relatively easily. So, easy. So we're gonna make some patterns for this guy. Now, the one other recipe we need, apart from just this basic recipe here, is the pink slime. And this is apparently just pink slime and a glass pane. We have glass panes automated. Oh, it also needs water. It either needs water or it makes water. Actually, no, it's a dissolution chamber. I thought this was the other guy. Yeah, this makes sense. I think we have this hooked up. Wait, I'm a little bit confused. Let me go check. Dissolution chamber. So that's this guy. Where does the water come into play? On this side. Interesting. I'm not too sure if this works. We can give it a test, I guess. In fact, wait. I think that it won't matter regardless because we have water in our system. And by that, well, at least I think we do. If I go into the fluid grid, We have 2.1 million water stored, so we should be fine even if that's the case. Let's test. Slime, boom, 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 pink slime. One of you missing stained glass. Or sorry, not stained glass, but a glass pane. We have glass panes, so clearly I've messed up this recipe. Because I'm doing the processing one, I think it needs to be exactly whatever block you're inputting. Whereas if we went into this mode, the crafting mode, you have the option to pick exact. Whereas I guess for processing, it has to be exact. So we can do this manually, sort of. Okay, there we go. So glass pane and pink slime. I just pasted in the recipe and I got lucky. But if say you waited until there was like a stained one there, you can just shift click this, search for your glass pane. Oop. Glass pane, and then grab one of them and click in there. And that should work. So we'll put this onto the recipe. That should be good now. Oh, it outputs water, actually. Do you see that? You can see in the actual blueprint, it outputs water. So we might need some sort of trash can fluid thing. Yeah, liquid trash can, which we already have. Cobble, bucket, and stone. Nice. And we'll just fluid pipe this out. So that should be fine. I guess while we're here then, let's get some of these other recipes. So the Stonework factory itself. You know what? We'll craft that manually. But I think I need to put in... Well, no, I think that's actually everything. Yeah, that's all the stuff we need. Nice. Okay, pink slime goes in, and let's give it a little test just to double check that it works. Pink slime, start. So everything should get put in here. And as you see, it's processing. And then I'll have to take care of the water, which should be... Ooh. We don't actually have that many sides to work with here because we have power going in at the bottom. How am I going to do this? Is there a way to dump the water? You know what? I think I know the solution. I think if we get a universal pipe, that will solve the issue. So the universal pipe, it transfers items, energy, and fluids, right? So in theory, I should be able to break this. Oh, break it. Now we might have to redo all these wires, but will this work? So this is a universal pipe. Let's have a look. Did it connect? No, it didn't connect. So yeah, we're gonna have to redo these cables, which is fine because they're a bit outdated anyway. So let's just break them all. Huh. Okay, so the universal pipes don't even connect to energy pipes. So I guess they need to either be all universal or not, which is interesting to say the least. I think I can cheat a little bit though. Let me mess around. Check out this. So what I've done is I've put down an energy cube, right? So now this connects here, and I should be able to output there. So that should output energy into this guy. It should be supplied with energy. And then all I think I'd do is just place a liquid trash can. Now I'm wondering if that will work. That's the only bit I'm not sure. If this is outputting, I don't know if it will still input. I don't think it will, actually. You know what? We'll give it a test. First off, is the water gone? The water is gone. So let's now try with pink slime. Let's try and craft one. You know what? I was wondering why it wasn't working. Like, why the pink slime wasn't going in. The pink slime was being taken out. So, interesting. Alright, now it seems to be working. But as guessed, the power part is still not working. I'm not sure how to get this guy to sort of work the way I want it to. I have an idea. Alright, well sadly, I think this is going to have to be the setup. There's going to have to be a weird bit on the side. Just due to the way that we've set this whole thing up. And to get it to output, I've just had it so that it pushes to the left there. So this can all stay the same. So pushes to the left, it automatically empties all the water on the left side. I might... Actually, no, I don't think I have to worry about the fluid because it's not pushing to the left, so it should be fine. It was just because we were extracting with a pipe before. Okay, so, yeah, we should be back in business. Now, material stonework factory. Let's craft all that we can, which apparently we can't because we're missing latex. Interesting. Very interesting. It appears as though my latex container has turned into a lava container. How peculiar. We're gonna have to change this. And this guy's gonna have to be on whitelist mode, I think. I need latex, so can I grab latex from here? Alright, actually, we don't have to worry, I think. I think we just have it to be extract only. So now the latex will be placed in from these pipes, and we shouldn't work. I just grabbed an extra tank. I think that's fine now. I don't think I have to really mess with this. I don't think it matters. Yeah, so, I think. Okay, so it turned out we completely ran out of latex, like altogether, all completely, and this guy was filling up with latex. So I've stopped him from inputting, and now we're just gonna have to wait a little bit for this to just get a little incy-wincy bit. You know what? While that's happening, maybe I can start on the B thing because the bioreactor itself is probably going to require the same sort of thing. Let's actually check. Am I able to just make a bioreactor right now? Is it going to yell at me? It's saying I can craft it, and it doesn't appear to use any latex, just some of this rubber that we already have. So yeah, sweet, nice. Okay, but we can get the bioreactor going. All right, so once again, this bioreactor, basically we put some sort of raw resource in there. I wonder if we could use honey or like beeswax. I'm not too sure. And it's supposed to give us biofuel, right? And we put biofuel in our backpack, and apparently it allows our backpack to do some sort of automation. So I'm going to place it here, just in our trusty backyard. It's filled with power. That shows when it tries to process. Efficiency, fluid, and fluid. Okay. We can right-click on it here and see what it's used for, and like the recipes. And netherworts work. Okay. Berries, carrots, potatoes. Different dyes works. That's pretty cool. Mushrooms, heads work. That's also pretty good. And saplings. Okay. What do we have the most of? Ooh, you know what I just realized? I was thinking, what do we have the most of? Well, we have a lot of lapis. And lapis turns into dye, so does dye work? That seems like a very cheatsy... It does appear to work. Where's it going to process? Oh, see, what is that explosion? Like, genuinely, it came from this direction. I finally heard it with the direction. There is an explosion happening somewhere. What is this? This is my feral flare lantern, right? That's not exploding. I'm getting trolled by something. Okay. At least I know it's in the direction of this, like, this area. I'm gonna have to check that out later, probably off camera. I have no idea what's doing it. See, I thought it was the lightning rod, but that's over there. The explosion's over there. What? Okay, this guy, bioreactor. Honestly, I don't understand. So it says dyes work. Let me read through and make sure that it's like the blue dye works. Okay, there it is. Blue dye. Beautiful. We know it works. So, how does this work? So, every 4 seconds, or so often, it triggers, and it does something, but it appears to be doing nothing. Alright, I'm thinking maybe we just need more. So let me get a bunch of this. Alright, I'm going to fill this up. Okay, it only takes it in one spot. Interesting, okay. Biofuel. This is very, very confusing. Maybe I should consult the book. That would make the most sense. Yeah, let's consult the book. Ah, okay. When provided with water and some seeds, dyes, and skulls. Okay, so water I think seems to be the biggest thing. And you can see the different efficiencies. So having one item will make 80 mil buckets, but having 4 different items will make 110 mil buckets. Okay, okay. So, this should work. All I need to do is add water to it. Alright, I think a sink should work, and then I just need to figure out what side the sink is on. I think the sink's on the back. So then I go water. Oh, we probably could have seen by hovering over this. Okay, water. I guess that makes sense. So the back, I want it to be pull. And is that going to pull water? It is. Okay. And yes, it processed. We have 80 mil buckets of biofuel, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I hear a skeleton. Is it possible that the skeleton blew something up? I don't think it is. It's possible that maybe somewhere down here, there's like some sort of mass creeper exploding thingy, but I don't know. It seems so strange. Oh. You know what? This doesn't look good. What is this? Tortoise. There's a tortoise. There's lots of tortoises. There's creepers. You know what I think is likely? I think it's likely that there's a creeper down here that doesn't agree with some other mob that spawns, and it blows up. That must be what's happening. And what even is this area? These guys, I don't think they can do much damage to me. Let me... Feral Flare Lantern. Let me Let me get a few of these and clean up this mess. Who is this guy? A spellbreaker. Yeah, you know what I bet happens? I bet you one of these guys that's like, oh, I'm Mr. Spellbreaker, the Witch Hunter. I bet you he's like, I'll take on any hostile mob, and then he just ends up ending himself, or something happens. That's all I can think of to explain it. So, hopefully, once these despawn, we won't have to worry about it. Let's teleport home. Oh, this sword's awesome. Also, check out this guy. This guy got updated at some point. So this is the salvager from Silent Gear. So you put in your old Silent Gear tools, and it breaks it down into the components. You get some fragments now and stuff. This guy looks awesome. I can't go without, like, I just can't walk past a 3D texture, an animated 3D texture at that, and let it slide. So this is awesome. This is extremely cool. It looks like a grinder or something. Like you put something in and it gets chopped up. I like that. That is awesome. The problem I have, though, is I think that's like the only block that Silent Gear has. Unless they've updated and added more. I guess they've got a few other blocks. They have a material grader that also looks 3D. I might have to check out that soon. But they don't really have like a Starlight Charger? They don't really have like a smeltery as far as I can tell. They have a metal press? They do have some cool blocks. I'll have to look at that soon. I've gotten a bit sidetracked though, as you can tell. The bioreactor, or the biofuel. So how much do we have? We have a little bit. Let's put some in our backpack. Okay, so backpack. How do I get you to fill up? Did that... Ooh! It worked! That is beautiful. Did you see that? So, I right-clicked on it. That, I assume, put biofuel in here. As you can see, it has just under 2,000. And then instantly, my hunger bar filled up with food. So that means that it works, right? I don't think it needs to have this guy inside of it, but I don't think it matters that he's there nonetheless. So I can just leave him there. But this liquid meat, the 2,000 or the 200 buckets worth, will constantly keep me full. And all I need to do is every so often put some biofuel in it, and every so often put some meat in it, which is as simple as coming over here and going bloop. Yeah, sweet, awesome. So our hunger problem is almost complete. It's still not perfect because obviously I have to do that whole stuff manually, which isn't the greatest, but that's not too bad. That's pretty good. Now the next part, which was the first part, is this guy, the Stonework factory. Now we finally have enough latex, so let's start crafting all of this stuff, and hopefully it won't take too long. In fact, while that's crafting, because honestly it probably will take a little while, the thing's not the fastest, we should get speed upgrades, but once again, that involves doing that. And I'm lazy. I'm going to try and make this stuff. So the next upgrade up from the normal centrifuge, which is our guy over there, we're going through a lot of things, so I thought I'd, clear things up every so often. The upgrade from that guy is called the Elite, and then it goes to Tier 3. So the Elite controller uses the original, it uses 4 blocks of netherite, and it also uses an Elite centrifuge casing, which itself uses the old casing plus netherite ingots. So before we tear that guy down, we want to make sure that we have enough netherite to create everything. So, we need a few patterns. One of which creates netherite using our ancient debris. So netherite ingot. This recipe here is what we're after. Perfect. The next one I want is the Elite Centrifuge casing. And I would also like the controller here as well. And so what I want to ask is, what's this? A 3x3x4. So, if my calculations that I did on my hand just then are correct, this should be a matter of asking for 36 elite things. Well, actually, elite centrifuge casing. We actually need 37. Because we need one for the actual controller. So this... Wait, no. We only need 36 because one of these blocks is the controller. Big brain. So, elite... centrifuge casing, 36 of this, and I want to look at this, available 192. That means we have enough scrap, which means that we can do this right now. I can, in theory, come over here, break this, it might make a bit of a mess, break this, it actually didn't make any mess. So it might have just voided all of the honeycombs that were in there, which isn't that big of an issue, but it's still worth noting, right? What was I going to do? Elite. So the centrifuge casing. 36 of this should be easily crafted. Wait for that to happen. It should be instant. It's just crafting recipes, no processing. Beautiful. And then one controller. Ooh, missing blocks of netherite and centrifuge controller. It's in there, so that shouldn't matter. The blocks of netherite, I completely forgot about those, so that is a little bit scary. Netherite. Can I get... How many do I need? I need a few blocks, don't I? Okay, 4 blocks of netherite. We had enough. In fact, we have plenty, to be honest. And the controller should be pretty simple. All I need now is the previous controller that should hopefully be in here. Yep, there we go. Elite Centrifuge controller. Oh, you know what? The Centrifuge controller probably stored all that inventory. And so now by crafting it, we might have voided it. I guess that's possible. Let's search casing. No, not reactor. Elite Centrifuge. 34. Shouldn't it be 35? Huh. Interesting. Okay, so this guy we're just going to place in the exact same spot. I'm still a little confused. I feel like we're one short. Yeah. We're definitely one short. What happened? Casing. I guess it's possible that it just didn't craft. Oh, it's sitting right here. Ah, beautiful. So here we go. This bad boy should be built. Ooh, and look at this. Oh, that is beautiful. It actually stores the 5 things we need. We had 5 here, right? We had the ender honeycombs, but you know why there's no ender honeycombs there? Because there's no ender honeycombs in our system. It's been on 24/7 and processed the whole thing, which is ridiculous. But this is awesome. Now, the only problem I see is no power is going in here, which I assume is because this guy needs to be picked up and placed again. So now we have power. He's twice as fast. I can noticeably see that. That is insane. The only other thing now would be the actual extracting of items, possibly. But I think we can keep up. Do we have a stack upgrade in here? Stack upgrade. No, in this guy. Yeah, we do. Okay, so that shouldn't be a problem. Once it checks all of these slots, it'll go back up here and grab them all. Okay. That is, honestly, that is really good. That is extremely good. We're getting quartz, we're getting diamonds, we're getting string, netherite, honey, and occasionally a wither, another star. It's rare that it'll happen, but it will happen. Okay, so that part's done. Next part was this guy, which seems to be done. This doesn't seem to be doing anything. So, material stonework factory. Almost done. We need a diamond pickaxe, which I'll probably have to craft manually. I don't think it's worth getting a recipe for this, but here we go. Diamond pickaxe. Ta-da. Material stonework factory. So, for this guy, we'll need a few things. We'll need an exporter, and I think we'll need an external storage. Boom, boom, boom. Da-da-da-da. Okay, perfect. This is going to be one of the biggest upgrades we've ever done because it's going to solve so many problems. So many problems. Should I do it over here? What did we have over here? I don't want it to be too messy, but I think this is as simple as placing down one block. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that I think it's going to be that simple. So I think we can get away with just placing it here even. And then making... If I head down here... Oh, didn't expect to fall that far. I think if I break this, and I make this an export... Oh, no, this is going to be rough. Alright, I managed to place it. If I put the exporter under there, that should be perfect. This guy, I want to have cobblestone in. So, cobblestone in there. So this guy should fill up with cobblestone, which he is. Beautiful. He will need power, which should be as simple as that. And an external storage, which should be as simple as that. I think that's connected. I think it's just a little bit of a visual bug. So now, here we go. I think what I want to do here is set this guy to be extract only. So you should only extract. This stuff I want to do like this. Okay, so here's how it currently works. Oh, this guy doesn't even need cobblestone to be exported into him. I'm so dumb. Oh my god. All I need is the external storage, which, let me do this a little bit smarter this time. All I need is an external storage here, set on extract only, because this guy using electricity generates cobblestone. Apparently he needs water and lava to do that. But So I guess maybe I do need an exporter regardless, because either I put water and lava in there or I put cobblestone in. You know, it's fine. I'm not the smartest, okay? Hmm. All right. Well, anyway, there we go. It's getting cobblestone from our way. So I guess that's fine. Yeah, needs water otherwise. So what should be happening is these guys I don't want to extract at all. So the first inventory, no extracting. The inventory generator, no extracting. The third inventory, how did cobblestone even end up there? Okay, it doesn't seem to agree with my whole putting cobble in here. So I think I am going to have to change it to fluids and set it up so that it creates its own cobblestone in order for this to work. I think. So let me give that a try. I'm going to need a bucket of both water and lava to do this. Alright, so I've set this guy to fluids, and we should be able to put lava and water there, so it'll export that out of our system and place it here. So now this Stonework factory should be able to create cobblestone, and then create gravel, and create sand, and do all of that stuff. And this should be fine. Now, it seems slow, and it's because it is slow, but I think we're fine as long as I maybe even get some speed upgrades. But you also got to remember the server that runs on 24/7, and I'm not constantly using glass, so it still might not be that bad of an idea. Of an idea. Now, the last thing is, I kind of just want the glass to sit in here, so that we have 2 stacks constantly made. Maybe instead of having it go into my system. Not too sure. The other thing I want to do definitely now that we've found this guy is get some speed upgrades. So we can actually do that with speed tier 1. Oh, speed tier 1 and speed tier 2. Tier 1 doesn't look to be that bad to make. Tier 2 also doesn't seem to be too bad, so let's just get the recipes and get some of those. Alright, so this recipe here, I'm just switching out the glass panes for the right ones. Same with this. What are these? Framed glass panes? Do they have to be that? No. Boom. Glass pane. Bam. Put these recipes in and try and craft some. Alright, the speed tier 1 seems to work. The speed tier 2 is going to need some more latex because this guy still needs to do a little bit of work. I wonder... Oh, these guys have speed upgrades in them. Or at least one of them does. How much faster is this guy? He does like every 1 second. This guy does every 2 seconds. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Oh, and that upgrade crafted pretty quickly. How much do these cost? Yeah, they cost a lot of latex. I'm wondering if it's worth putting this guy, like, let's see. If I put him in here, oh, which I can't seem to do it. Is it one or the other? It is. Interesting, okay. Is that worth doing? I don't know. You know what? Yeah, they both seem to require 1,000 latex, so if you only put one upgrade in at a time, it makes sense to only make these speed tier 2s. This guy, though, I'm going to take away for a second. We're going to try him out on the Stonework factory, just to see what speed we're dealing with here. Speed upgrade in. That definitely is a lot better. I could definitely stand behind that. So let's also have a look at our glass. What's the deal with the glass? It's going up one at a time every second? Really? Is that how fast this is crafting now? That doesn't seem right. It seems like every almost 4th second we're getting glass. Okay, I think the answer is because this guy's on. And this guy's still getting us glass. Huh. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. From my memory, this guy's extremely good. And the fact that he doesn't seem to be extremely good is confusing me. Now he seems to be storing glass. Whereas before he wasn't. But this guy is on only extract. Honestly, I think it's working. I mean, it's definitely working. I don't know if it's working optimally. I think so. I don't know. Ooh, another thing is, you know that sulfur we had? that sulfur that we were turning into dust? We've used it all. So this system doesn't really work anymore. So that's a bit of a problem. Just the slightest bit of a problem. I guess we can get it from certain things over here, which I don't know, maybe. You know, if we're gonna do this whole sulfuric acid thing, we'll probably do it with the actual machines next time instead of trying to cheese it up with some pulverizers. But yeah, interesting. I guess this is fine. Yeah. Okay, so I think I have achieved everything that we wanted to do for this episode. We got the biofuel, or the bioreactor, sorry, around the back here. This guy's, he's getting us biofuel. He's getting a fair amount. I think he's out of dime, but I don't think we need much biofuel, so I think we don't have to really worry about that guy too much. We upgraded this guy, which looks awesome. I was dissing the textures, but this actually looks pretty cool, being pitch black. I'm kind of excited to see these other guys. Now, the elite one is from Resourceful Bees, just normal Resourceful Bees, so these ones will be from a different mod, Centrifuge Tiers, which I don't know if it's made by the same people, but it will be interesting to see how they look in comparison. I kind of want to upgrade that. Yeah. Anyway, the other thing we did was obviously the metalwork, or the material stonework factory, this guy. He stopped making lava, which is odd. We can actually change what he makes. I do want him to just make cobblestone, though. So yeah. I guess that's fine. Alright, sweet. So now he's making the cobblestone and he's processing it. I just wanted to make sure that that's what's happening. I think we can manually put in materials. Like, we could put in gravel, we could put in sand, and that'll help it along. Like, it'll skip those steps, I think. But this will work. This will just keep doing its thing. So I like that. I'm kind of thinking maybe we try and make the next step of the centrifuge as well, just for the thrill of it. Should we give it a check? Let's see what it takes, right? So the controller itself needs compressed block of gold 4 times, which, in case you're not sure, is a ridiculous amount of gold. So each one of these 4 times gold is 9 compressed blocks of gold 3 times. Each of these are 9 of the 2 times. Each of these are 9 of the 1 times, and each of these are 9 blocks of gold, which each of these are 9 gold ingots. So that one controller is ridiculously expensive. What about the casings? The casings themselves require the elite casings, and then, oh yes, of course, the compressed blocks of gold. So, my verdict of this, what this tells me is, I require a gold bee. Right? That seems to be the correct assumption to take away from this. As for having a gold bee, we used to have one. I don't remember what happened. I assume it has sadly died. Gold, no. We don't have one, but maybe we can make one. So gold bee would be quartz and mason. And as for the bees, I think we have a mason bee, and I think we have a quartz bee, so this might actually be quite easily doable. Okay. So I have the mason bee, and of course we have our quartz bee in here, right? Quartz bee. Yeah. Okay. Let's quickly get a gold bee just so that I can have this running in between episodes. So let's see. Let's bookmark the gold bee and make sure that we know what the breeding is, right? So we will need 4 blocks of quartz and 3 blocks of clay. Is that right? No, 3 blocks of quartz and 3 blocks of clay. My bad. So quartz. Let's get the blocks. Okay. I have everything. Oh, it is apparently a horrific time at the moment. Can I please put the quartz bee into a jar? Thank you. Now I'll put it in this apiary. So quartz bee with the 3 quartz, mason bee with the 3 clay, and we should have a breed. And it is. So I guess I'll wait for this to happen. You know what's really interesting? So we have a glass pattern here, right? So 3 glass in, 3 glass bottles out, and it's connected to our network. That should be connected. It's lit up. It's blue. And yet over here, we have an exporter doing glass bottles, crafting upgrade and everything, and it doesn't appear to be putting any bottles in or crafting them. So I don't really know what to make of that. We have the crafting upgrade, so it should definitely be doing it. Now there is a simple solution, and that is simply doing this. Right? And assuming it actually crafts the glass bottles, which there's a chance that it won't, but I think maybe... Huh. Is it not crafting the glass bottles? What is going on with my glass bottle recipe? It must be the recipe, right? 3 glass in, 3 glass bottles out. Is this not the recipe? Like, what? Glass bottles. You can use witch hats to make glass bottles? That is very peculiar. Okay. But yeah, this should be working, and I mean, we have the glass, right? Like, that's not the problem? Is the problem we don't... No, we've got 300 glass. We have plenty of glass. That is not the problem. That is definitely not the problem. Alright, so it appears as though all the recipes were clogged up. I opened up the crafting monitor we have here. And it was clogged up with a bunch of glass recipes from the old pedestals thing. And it didn't seem to like it. So I've taken those templates out, so the glass and the gravel, or the sand, right? And, oh, I did not mean to do that. And now it does appear to be working. So glass is going in, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, the only thing left to do, I think, is to have a lot more glass bottles. Oh. So I think if we have a stack kept in here at all times, and a stack kept in here at all times, that might be a bit better. So we should see a stack of bottles. Beautiful. Nice. So I think that'll actually be our only problem if we do get the next upgrade of these things. But with that being said, we should have in our storage. Ooh, we didn't actually get it. We didn't get the golden bee. That's the first time that one of these breeds has failed on us. What's the rate of that? 80% chance. No, 20% chance that it fails. Okay. I guess I grab some more quartz and stuff. Unless it's possible apiary storage, it got put in our system, right? That makes sense, doesn't it? B, we should have gold bee in here. Ah, yes, here it is, gold bee. It's right next to our glowing bee, and it looks extremely similar, but we do in fact have it. Let's grab these back. Let's open up this. I've 9 bees we can store, and how many do I have? I have 3 more. Perfect. So import. Okay, the bee that I want free is the gold bee. The problem is I need to give the gold bee food, which I assume is just a gold block, right? Would you believe me if I told you that the bee flower part isn't here? I think it's just a gold block anyway, because I mean it shows gold blocks here. But it doesn't appear to be saying. So that's a bit odd. I'll set up a gold block though. It should be fine. Alright, gold block in here. Let's free the gold bee. And let's see. He's beelining it. Heh, get it? Right for the gold block. And he's spinning. Beautiful. Alright, that guy will run 24/7. He'll get me 1,000,000 gold. I'll have to put the gold honeycomb on the thing so that it actually gets processed. So let's get the gold honeycomb here. Let us place it here. And so once we process all of this stuff, it'll start putting gold in. Bada bing, bada boom. Everything should be perfect. And that's pretty much it then, right? Yeah, sweet. Okay, now it's a horrific night or something, but I can't sleep through it, so sadly we're going to have to wrap up like this. But thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing. It helps out my channel a bunch. And you guys have been subbing ridiculously crazy, which I thank you. I thank you for that a lot. It's ridiculous seeing it growing. I can't actually keep up with the channel banner. Every so often I check to like make sure that my channel banner still says like the right amount of subs that we're aiming for, and you've flown past it. It's it's ridiculous. But yes, thank you. And I think that's it. I'm not too sure what we'll do in the next episode. Maybe Tinkers. Maybe. It's sort of I don't know. I come up with this on the fly. I'm also thinking we probably need to build like either rooms around these or at least better like floors because the grass is a little bit weird. I really like this zone over here, and I feel like we can do the same for each of these. Like a zone here, some sort of different block here. I just don't know what blocks to use. So yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking. Obviously the gold, so that we can upgrade that will be cool. How much gold do we have if we were to do it normally? We have 1,000. I don't think that's you know what? Just before we wrap up, because I can't help myself, let's see just how much it would be, right? So we want this recipe, this recipe, this recipe, and we already have the blocks. Okay, so compressed block of gold. Let's also put these patterns away. Yeah, I think that's fine. 2 times. Oh, a little bit of lag. That's fine. 3 times. Also fine. And 4 times. Okay. Let's see how much gold we are going to need in order to do this. It is... I don't even have a big enough thing here. Are we out of room completely on all these? Alright, there was one gap in the crafter up there. It was a little bit laggy. These are very laggy systems. But now I should be able to... oh, yeah, actually, I need a lot more storage. Would you guys also believe me if I told you that we are out of redstone? Not that we're out of redstone. No. Just that, you know, I'm just curious as to whether you'd believe me if I told you that. Luckily, we do have a redstone B. Once again, I assume the redstone B takes a block of redstone. Ah, this thing's here, the bee flower. Yeah, beautiful. Block of redstone. Okay. Oh, you know the problem with the block of redstone? Um, we don't have redstone to get the block of redstone. I'm gonna have to go into my mine. Ah. I decided that this was probably the best place to look for it, and it looks like I'm about to get a stack or a few. Um, yep, we just got like 4 stacks, so that's beautiful. Let's head home. We'll set up this B, and then we won't wrap up yet, because I still want to check out how much it'll cost, but we'll set this up first. Okay, redstone B is now allowed out. He will drink that. The problem with the redstone B is I don't have enough things to process here to get the redstone B. So I think out of everything, we'll probably... Um... Hmm. Again, the glass bottles. What's going on here? Oh my god, we're having issue after issue. What? Do we not have glass? That would probably be the issue. We do have glass. We have glass. Huh. We have glass in here. And it just instantly got turned into this glass. Yeah. Okay, so glass is still our problem, even though we got that cool thing. Okay, here's the deal. We need redstone. Okay, no, I've got redstone on me. I'm going to craft a deep hole tank. So, an advanced, whatchamacallit? Advanced black hole tank. I'm going to craft one of these. And what we're going to do is we're going to output all of the liquid, all of this fluid into it. So all of the honey. That way it should be able to keep processing even without that. And then any extra will probably void. How does that sound? I feel like that doesn't sound too bad. Alright, we have all the stuff. So this guy is going to be placed up here, right? He's going to go here. And he's going to fill up probably with honey, right? Yeah, he's filling up with a bunch of honey. We are also going to grab this. And we are going to say, we're going to put this upgrade in that we had. This stuff, I don't actually want any of this. So I'm going to remove all these. This must have been from when we were using before. And instead I wanted to do distribution nearest first. And that should be fine. So what this will do is it will try to put the fluid into here. Right? And if it can't put it in there, at the moment it'll try to put it in that beacon. I don't really care too much about that. So instead we're going to have it go into a fluid trash can. So we're going to have this guy here, right? And so if this guy's full, if this guy's absolutely full, and this guy wants to stop working too bad, it's going to get dumped into the trash can. So that's how we've got it at the moment. And that should work. And it looks like it's working, and that's beautiful. All I need now are the redstone honeycombs, and we're going to place them in here. And then once all of this stuff gets processed, it'll put redstone in there, and that should be good. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, now what I was going to do was make a crafter for the new recipe, but we didn't have the redstone, so now we can make it. And we should actually be able to make this stuff too. And boy oh boy can we make it. So 4 netherite, that'll get us the better crafter, because we might as well go big or go home. So boom, netherite crafter, this guy we can just slap in right there, that should be beautiful. So then the pattern, all I want to do now is get the tier 3 casing. Beautiful. And I want to ask this guy, I want to put it in here, I want to be like, hey, there you go. And I want to say, how much for 36 casings? In particular, we're looking at the gold, right? So if we want 36 of these, we're going to need quite a bit of gold. I don't know if this runs off the screen. I have a feeling that it does. But if it doesn't, this is asking for 2.8 million gold. And this guy over here is asking for over 300,000 blocks of gold. So 2.8 million gold. Let's see how much gold we currently have. We have 800. We have just under 900 gold, and we need 2.8 million. Okay, so yeah, we're probably going to be using that guy for a long time because that is an insane amount of gold. An absolutely insane amount of gold. Yeah, so this gold bee that we have is going to be working overtime. How much do we get from honey just before we wrap up? 50% chance, 1% chance. Okay, we're going to get a bit of gold, but 2.8 million? It's going to be a bit ridiculous. That 2.8 million? Wait, that's... The most we have of a block is cobblestone, and that's infinite cobblestone, and we only have 1.4 million of it. We need 2.4 million, or 2.8 million, or whatever it was. Oh my God. All right. So any advice on how to get more gold would be very much appreciated. Um, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.